the number?
Talk with,
Hold on, let me get a pen.
let me find his name here, number.
I need a pen, babe.
Yeah, wait. Okay, can you tell the number?
Okay. As soon
Yeah,
as
let me
he's
find
finding
that.
it, he's looking for it.
Give me 1 second. So you need to talk, Tony Crawford is the Boulder manager there,
Tony Crawford, okay.
and his phone number is 870
870
315
315.
2146.
Tony Crawford.
Yeah,
Yes,
wait,
sir.
wait, wait.
Okay.
Wait.
He's selling Walder now.
Yeah.
What else, babe?
Uh,
From him? Anything?
Ask him something about, he know about that farm, which he recommend for fish or for a breast.
So,
about-
were you the manager for them at some point? Is that how this
Which
was?
farm are you talking about? I don't know who you're talking about.
Which
What farm?
which farm was it, babe?
Here, this farm.
Where's it at? I don't know that.
Harmony,
Denby and
Denby
Drop
and
Hanks
Thanks
Hanks
Farm.
Farm.
Thanks.
Oh, those are nice farms.
Yeah.
Of course, yes.
Those are nice, newer, updated farms. Are nice.
Yeah. So what was your question? So did you manage them or you're part of it?
Yes, I did. Those farms are probably 3 to 5 years old. They're not very old.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah. 2001
5 years
and
old.
2021 and
2020.
2020.
And I haven't seen them in a while, so I can't speak for what they look like now. But last time I saw them, they were in really good shape. But I haven't been out there in a few years.
But why is them at the cooling path?
The only thing we saw is that the cooling, the panels,
Cool cells.
yeah, those cells, they seem to be in, those are in pretty, yeah, they're in pretty rough shape.
Those aren't cheap. Now there's a place in Mansfield, not too far from there. They're selling 2-foot wide pads. They're almost double the other ones, but you have less pads to deal with too. We put those in our farm, the 2-foot wide ones instead of the 1-foot wide ones.
And where's it at? In Mansfield, you said?
It's not too far from that farm.
And that's what kind of place? What kind of a place is it? It's a supply.
It's a poultry store.
A poultry supply in Mansfield.
Yeah, it's not too far from that farm.
Yeah, so we were just kind of wondering. We know that we need to get the letter of intent from the company, but we wanted to talk about what the requirements and what the recommendations for that particular farm is. So I guess Tony's probably going to be the one that's going to be able to.
Yeah, I mean, what you looked at is what I'd be looking at if I were looking to buy that farm, because that's a major expense replacing all those pads.
Is it normal for the company, for your company to put that as a requirement if those are in bad shape? Or
not necessarily. I mean, because the pads have a life, and that can change depending on water quality and are they in the sun or not. How well were they managed when they were used? There's a lot of factors that go into that, so it's hard to say what they would require, what they would ask. But if just me being a farmer and me knowing I know stuff like that is things I would address, because that's whether it's this year or 2 or 3 years down the road, it's a lot of money.
Right, and so we're just trying. We want to make sure that we went and looked at, and you're right. The farm is a nice farm. Those houses are in really good shape, except for that one thing. And it's because the water quality is not great. They're pulling water out of a pond that they have.
Right in there, they don't have a filter for the water tank.
And I don't think that whatever filter they have, I don't think it's that great because it seems like it's pretty universal. You know, that thing has 2 8 spread chicken houses. You know, 2 of them with times 8,
Tyson payment.
and they're pretty much, you know, they look pretty rough, almost all of them. So
Yeah,
I guess our
It's
thing was
still okay
whether
for
or not
us.
is it normal or is it out of the ordinary for that to be a requirement as opposed, because it's my understanding that there's the terminology is that you guys have a requirement whenever you're switching owners, and then there's also
So-
something called recommend also, but one is kind of mandatory and one is not.
So on that situation, I can't speak for them now. I can't speak for the current situation, but you know, when I was in Tony's shoes doing what you're doing, I would try to look out for you as the buyer best I could, and and it's hard to catch everything, but I'd try to catch the major things like that. And then the other thing is, the bankers, they don't want to have to make another huge loan for a big expense here in 2 or 3 years, or whenever it's going to happen, or you have to come up with the money to replace all these products. So on the contract requires wind speed. It requires all the base equipment to be functioning in operation. So if that farm meets all those requirements, he may not. I can't speak for him. I can't speak for anybody, but he may not put that as a current requirement. But in the future, it'd be, to me, I look at this situation no different than buying a car. If I buy a nice car, but the tires are wore out, I know the tires are wore out, I might have to replace them pretty quick. And same thing on that farm. You can see the pads, whether it's next year or 2 years down the road, those pads aren't cheap. You can do the math on that farm. It's a major expense to do all that. Whether he pays for it or you pay for it, somebody's going to pay for it. It's coming up shortly.
So is it out of the ordinary for him to put that as a requirement for the sale? Now, I'm not saying whether he would do it or not. I'm just saying.
In the contract
I'm just.
I can't speak for that. I don't know.
Okay.
In the contract
Because-
seller take care of the requirement.
Like I said, meeting the contract requirements, he may meet all them, but you can see the potential in the future coming up. So that. And even if you had new pads in there, you still got to save that money back every year. It's coming at some point again. You need a little maintenance account to buy motors with and replace stuff with and do stuff with in the future anyway.
Right.
But
What else, babe?
he know about the
On our
payment
farm, we're
like
constantly fixing something, replacing something.
We'll ask this Tony. We'll ask that Tony.
if we don't control
Yeah, I can't
this
speak
money.
for them because they've changed up.
But
They've
something
changed up
he
some
know.
stuff since I left, so I can't say.
He doesn't work for Tyson anymore.
Oh, you,
Yeah, I don't work there.
but
He doesn't work
you
for
know the way Tyson pay before we sign the offer contract, like they pay for the square feet. They have the utility, the fuel, they have the chemical or whatever. You know that.
I can't currently speak for what they're doing because I haven't been there in several years. They may have changed
Several
stuff,
years,
so I don't
babe.
wanna-
He hasn't been there in years.
I don't want to say anything because I don't know where they're currently at on everything.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Thank
All
you.
right. Well, thank you very much. We'll call Tony up. Thank you for giving us what you could.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You
Bye
have
bye.
a blessed day. Bye bye.